So we'll begin in Virasana or hero pose, but feel free to sit cross-legged if that feels better for you. So Anjali is sitting on a block. You can sit on 2 blocks if you need that, or you can leave the blocks behind if you feel like you can just sit on your feet. So whatever feels okay for you. So you can just place your hands on your thighs, or if you want to place your hands on the lower part of your belly, feel free to do so. And close your eyes and close your mouth. And feel the little lift through the breastbone. Just allow the shoulders to roll down and back. And feel the shoulder blades drawing down and slightly together. And just soften the eyes and soften your face and your lips. And tune in to your breath. So just feel the Ujjayi breathing just very gradually becoming more and more apparent, if that feels okay with you. And if it doesn't, just feel the breath moving in and breathe as fully as you can at this moment. You know, it changes. And that's what we try to work with, is just change. Just be open to change and be flexible within that change, and find maybe a new position to breathe in. Good. So just let the mind quiet down a bit. And just very gradually withdrawing from the external to the internal, so that we can make the most and the best out of this practice today. See what happens. Good. Then you're going to inhale and sweep the arms to the side and up. And then palms together as you exhale, and draw your thumbs to your eyebrow center, to your Ajna chakra. And then to your heart, to the Anahata chakra. And just draw your chin slightly in towards your chest and bow down into the highest within yourself. And just stay with your breath and just tune in to your female intuition and adjust yourself according to how you feel. Just trust yourself in the process and feel free to set an intention for your practice. Good. Then again, inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up one more time. And then exhale, bring the arms down and behind your back, and you're going to interlace the right index finger on top of the left. And then draw in a little bit as you lift through the breastbone, stretch the arms away from you. Good. Just so that you feel that stretch into the front of your shoulders and into your chest. And of course, if you want to place a block behind you and then feel like you're drawing your knuckles and your hands towards the block to touch, you can do that. Just feel the shoulder blades drawing down and together. All right, so just feel that lift through the breastbone, so you'll naturally move into a back bend without throwing the head back, because that can oftentimes just shut off the breath supply. Good. And then inhale again, sweep the arms to the side and up. And then exhale, bring the arms down and behind your back again, and interlace the left index finger on top of the right. Good. Just feel the tailbone drawing under a little bit, and you feel that little huggy feeling again through the lower belly and lifting through the breastbone. Just as much as you feel that you can get that openness and that stretch into the front body, just to get some relief into the front. Beautiful. Then again, inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up. And then exhale, cross your right elbow on top of the left. And then lift your elbows, drop your shoulders down. And then feel the shoulders dropping down into their sockets. And feel free to move your head a little bit side to side, just to maybe release if there's any tension in the neck or in the shoulders. And you can do like a gentle no. Yeah. Don't have to do it excessively, but just like a little bit of movement might help to release. Good. And then inhale the arms back up. And then exhale, cross the left elbow on top of the right. Wrap the arms together. And then lift your elbows, drop the shoulders down. Move the hands away. Beautiful. And then again, if you want to move the head a little bit side to side, like you're saying a gentle yes, or maybe a gentle no. Yeah, I'll move it a little bit around. Excellent. How's the shoulders feeling? Okay. Good. Then inhale the arms back up. And then exhale, you're just going to bend it forward and come to a tabletop position. So just turn to the side. Good. So set yourself up so your arms are about shoulder distance apart, legs are hip distance apart, or wider if you need them to be a little bit wider. And then exhale, round it into a cat stretch. And inhale, arch it into a cow. Good. Do that again. Exhale, round it into a cat stretch. Draw the shoulders down and away. And inhale, arch it into a cow. One more time. Exhale, round it into a cat stretch. Good. And inhale, arch it into a cow. Good. And come back into the tabletop position. So just lengthening out the spine. And now we're going to gradually lift that right leg, extend it out behind us to hip height. And you might want to keep the legs hip distance apart or shoulder distance apart, just so that you feel still grounding. This is going to shift, you know, as your belly is growing. And then shift the weight into the right arm and then gradually lift the left arm up. And just hold it there. Okay, so feel like your front body now is supporting you, and to strengthen the muscles of the back. Flexing that right foot, giving a good squeeze with the bottom of the right buttocks and lifting out of the shoulders. Good. Then slowly draw the right heel into the buttocks and work the left arm behind you and take a hold of your right foot. And then press the arm and the thigh leg against each other to roll that left shoulder open. Good. So gentle stretch there into the right hip flexor quad and the left side of your shoulder. Good. Nice, Anjali. And then slowly rewind, extend the arm and the leg again. Good. And then lower the arm and the leg to the floor. Lovely. And then just rebalance in this position, and we're going to repeat this on the other side. So extend the left leg out, flex that left foot. Keep drawing up, finding your balance, and then gradually shift the weight into the left arm, lifting the right arm up, holding it there, extending out through the left heel, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Then mindfully draw the left heel towards the buttocks, bring the arm behind and take a hold of the ankle or the foot, and then draw the arm. Feel like you're resisting the arm and the leg away from each other. Good. Rolling that right shoulder open and feeling the stretch into the left hip flexor, psoas, quadricep, and the right shoulder. Good. And then mindfully release, resist a little bit as you return back and lower the arm and the leg into the floor. So good. Exhale, round it into cat stretch. And then inhale, arch it into a cow. Good. And hold a curl that, keep the toes curled under. Shift your hips back and exhale it into downward facing dog. Great. And then just adjust the arms and adjust your legs. Just feel free to keep the knees bent. And if it feels better to place your hands up on blocks, feel free to place your hands on blocks. And then inhale, gradually wave yourself into a plank pose. And then exhale it back into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, wave yourself into a plank pose. And exhale it to a downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, wave it into a plank pose. And exhale to a downward facing dog. So good. And inhale, lift the right leg to a three-legged dog. And then exhale, step that right foot forward to your little pinky side. Yeah? And then come onto your fingertips or place the hands on blocks if you want to come up a little bit higher. Roll the shoulders open. Just make space for the belly. Just feel the support through the front. Staying in a position where you can breathe. Good. And exhale, gradually straighten out the right leg. And if you want to move your hands a little bit more towards the left, if that feels, better, feels like it gives you a little bit more room to breathe and move, go for it. Just getting into the right hamstring. Beautiful. Stay with the breath. Okay, then bend the right leg. And then take a little dip down and you're going to step the left foot forward to mat distance apart. Exactly. Inhale to halfway pose. And then exhale, just gently fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Good. Inhale, then rise all the way up to the top. And then exhale, fold it over your thighs. Inhale, halfway pose. And then exhale, step it back into a plank pose. Step the right and the left foot back. Nice, Anjali. And then slowly, in your own time, lower down to chaturanga. Lower the knees if you need to. And inhale to upward dog, or you can push it straight back up to plank. And exhale it to downward facing dog. Yeah, Anjali, still fine with doing an upward facing dog. Okay, then inhale, lift the left leg to three-legged. And then exhale, step it forward to the left pinky side. Come onto your fingertips, place your hands on the blocks if you need to, and just make room for the belly. Doesn't matter how wide the legs need to be. Breathe in, breathe out. And then exhale, straighten out the left leg. And again, if it feels better to move the arms a little bit to the right, go for it. And just feel that stretch into the left hamstring. Full breath in. Full breath out. So good. Okay, bend the left leg. And then take a little dip down and step the right foot forward. Wide. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. And exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, step it back, left and right foot back into plank pose. Just take your time. And then exhale slowly to chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale or push it back up to plank. And downward facing dog, exhale. Ah, so good. Just gently lower the knees into the floor and rest it into a child's pose. So separate the legs as wide as they need to be. Allow the hips to draw back. And just soften into your lower back, middle and upper back, into the chest. Just let the hips soften a little bit. Yeah, just settle in. So we're warmed up a little bit here. We're in touch with the breathing. Good, it's deeper and more steady. One more. Good, then mindfully come back into downward facing dog. As you exhale, and then inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged dog again. And exhale, step it forward to the little pinky side. Yeah, place your hands on blocks. And now we're going to come up into the crescent lunge. So lift up as much as you need to. You can bend the back knee just so that you feel the support from the leg, and then gradually come all the way up. Excellent. And now once you're up, feel free to adjust yourself as is needed so that you feel, you know, the support from your legs. Then inhale, straighten out the front leg. And then exhale, bend the knee and draw your elbows into your waist. And bend the right leg. Good. Then inhale, extend the arms and straighten the leg. And exhale, bend, elbows in. Good. Do that again. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, rise. And open as you exhale to warrior two. Pivot your left heel in. And just level it off. Feel that back leg supports you. Right knee lines over the ankle and the second toe. Good. Then inhale, reverse warrior two, go up and back. And then exhale it into triangle pose. Straighten out the right leg, slide that right arm down and reach the left arm up. Good. So look up, look to the side or look down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Just bend the front leg, right forearm to the thigh, extended side angle, and reach the left arm over the ear. And feel the rooting into the outer edge of that left foot. Roll the navel and the heart up towards the sky so you get that little bit of a rotation into the side lateral bend. So good. So good. Okay, now very mindfully you're going to lower your hands to the inside of the foot onto the blocks. And you can open the right leg a little bit to the side as you need to. And you're going to dip down and step the left foot forward, so mat distance apart again. Great. Inhale to halfway pose. And then exhale, fold over your thighs. Good. Inhale to halfway pose. And then this time, exhale, you're going to bend the knees into a low Indian squat or low malasana, the goddess position. Yeah, so here, this one is so good to prepare for labor, to keep the strength in the legs, to keep the openness in the lower body. And drop the shoulders down. And just keep a focal point in front of you or towards the floor. And then if you need to place something underneath your heels, of course, feel free to roll up a blanket or a towel to support you if you need some support there. Good. Then use the strength of your legs and the inner thighs and inhale, straighten out and reach up as you inhale. And then exhale, fold over your thighs. Good. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, step the right and the left foot back again into plank pose. And slowly in your own time, lower to chaturanga and upward dog, or chaturanga and push it back up to plank. And exhale to downward facing dog. Yeah, you okay, Anjali? Yeah. Strong mama. Such a strong mama. Now we're going to repeat this on the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg. And exhale, slowly, mindfully step it forward to the pinky side. Come on to the fingertips and use your blocks. And make sure that you feel that your legs are supporting you as you gradually work your way up into a crescent lunge. So just adjust, can bend the back leg. Yeah, and then once you're up, if you need to adjust here, you can always adjust and bring the back leg a little bit further forward. So keep the arms extended and inhale, straighten out the left leg. And then exhale, bend, draw the elbows in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Good. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. And open, exhale to warrior two. Pivot that right heel in. Just make yourself adjusted, or just adjust yourself. Line that left knee over the ankle and the second toe. Feel that the back leg supports you. Good. Then inhale, reverse warrior two. And exhale to triangle pose. Lift and straighten out that left leg. Slide the left arm down as you reach the right arm up. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can look up, look to the side, or look down. Yeah, good breathing. Okay, extended side angle, bend the leg, forearm to the thigh, reach the right arm over the ear, roll the navel and the heart up towards the sky. Great, and root into the outer edge there of that right foot. So good. Okay, mindfully lower the hands to the inside of the foot. Pivot the right heel off. And then make space, maybe toe heel the left foot a little bit more towards the outer edge. Dip down and then step the right foot to the outside. Inhale, halfway pose. And exhale, fold. Good, then inhale, halfway pose. And then bend the knees again for low Indian squat or low malasana. Yeah, and pressing the upper arms against your shins and your knees and feeling that lift through the breastbone so that the front body stays open. And it's like you feel maybe a little traction there in your torso. So it creates a little bit more space there for the back muscles to breathe and to be nourished. Exactly. One more. Good. Then release out of it. Inhale all the way up. Good. And then last time, exhale, fold it over the thighs. Inhale halfway. And then step the left foot back and the right foot back to plank. And in your own time again, lower to chaturanga, upward dog or push up into plank, and downward facing dog. Ooh la la, so good. Shake it loose, you can flutter your lips or sigh if that feels okay. And And then bend your knees and walk the hands back to the feet. Widen the stance a little bit if you need to. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. And then inhale again, rise up to the top. And exhale, namaste. So good. Now you're going to turn to face the camera, Anjali, for triangle pose. For tree pose.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you can do now, being that your center of gravity has changed a little bit, is that you can always use a chair to support yourself for the balance. Okay, so we're going to go into tree pose. So you draw your right leg in. Yeah, lift your chest. Roll the shoulders open. And then if you want to continue to hold on to the chair, hold on to the chair and do a half namaste position. Yeah. And then you can try to see if both can happen. But you always have that chair there to support you and to help you. Nice. And slowly release the leg and bring it behind you. And take a hold of your wrist for the Indian dancer. Inhale. And then open to temple pose. Exhale. Go over to the same side. Bring the leg behind. Take a hold of your wrist. And open into the temple. Good. Do it 3 more times. So, and open. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, open. Nice little bounce there, like you're on the trampoline. Last one. And open. Good. And then move over to the other side. Excellent. Does that still feel good, Anjali?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now triangle. Why do I say triangle pose? And now tree pose. Pressing the foot against the thigh, feeling like you're drawing up through the center line. And then see how you can find your balance. Continue to hold on to the chair if you need to. Soft focal point in front of you. Good, that's a solid tree. And then gradually release and bring the leg behind you for the dancer again. Take a hold of your wrist, open, inhale, and then exhale, temple pose. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, 3 more times. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. Great. And just hold it there in the temple pose. Just straighten the legs out. Lift your heels and turn your heels so that your feet are pigeon-toed. And then you can bend the knees a little bit and gradually work your way forward. Feel free to use the chair for intense leg stretch. And then if you want to use the bottom of the chair, if you can go all the way to the floor, of course, go all the way to the floor. But it's a good thing just to use the chair for some support and some stability. Yeah, if you want to open your legs a little bit wider, feel free to open them up a little wider. So this way you get a little bit of a deeper stretch into the hamstrings, and also it can be a good release into the back, but also maybe that little blood flow into the head and brain. Good. Yeah, lovely. And then bend the knees and just gradually work your way up on the chair to slowly start to come out of it, and just toe heel your feet together. Yeah, bend the knees and gradually come all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. So good. So we're going to go to the back of the mat. So just start in the back of the mat with the legs wide. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale to halfway, and just walk your way into a downward facing dog. Excellent. And inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged. And exhale, slide the leg into a pigeon position. So draw the knee towards your right thumb. And just adjust yourself according to how you feel. Come onto your fingertips, or if you want to place your hands on the blocks, that's also good. And before we descend forward, we're going to bend the back leg and draw the left heel towards the buttocks and take a hold of the leg with whichever arm works for you. If you want to take it with both of your arms, that's also fine. And then draw the leg away or draw the heel towards you. So we've chosen to do a little bit of a different quadriceps stretch for the third trimester. If you want to do the quadriceps stretch we did in the second trimester for Anjali, feel free to do that. Yeah. And gradually release and descend it forward. So just know that you always have options and only do what feels right and what feels good. Yeah. Full breaths, just releasing a bit into the hips, into the lower back, middle and upper back. Great, just a few more breaths. So good. And keep the forehead on the ground and move your hands back. Press through the arms to come up. Then curl the back toes under, lift the knee, and mindfully work your way back into downward facing dog. Great. And then inhale, lift the left leg to three-legged. And exhale, slide it into a pigeon position. Yeah, so come up as high as you need to be. And then bend your right leg and take a hold of the foot. One arm or both arms, whichever arm you want to hold on to it with, is up to you. Good. And then gradually release it and descend it forward. Yeah, so good. Make sure that the shoulders are as relaxed as possible so that they can get nourished in this position. And try to just let your head get heavy against the floor. That can also feel very nourishing and grounding. Yeah, so good. Move the hands back. Push the floor away from you to come up. Curl the back toes under and press the floor away from you. Downward facing dog. All right, let's do the last vinyasa. So lengthen out into plank. Lower to chaturanga, or push yourself back up. Go to upward dog. And exhale it to downward facing dog. Beautiful, Anjali. Lower the knees into the floor and rest back into child's pose. And we only have a few more poses left. So good. All right, and then gradually just come, either roll yourself back up into that hero pose, Virasana, or come to your hands and your knees. And you're going to sit down just onto the floor in whichever way is most comfortable to you. We're going to do a side lateral bend, so like a Janu Sushasana, head to knee position. So your left leg is bent, your right leg is extended, and we gently just open to the side to your left, and then reach the arm up, and then gradually start to bend it to the side. Good. So you can support your hand on your head. I know this has been one of Anjali's favorites. So it gives you a very safe twist, but also side lateral bend. Stretches the triceps very deep into the waist. But it also gets into the hips a bit and into the hamstring. Good. Feels okay? Okay, then gradually come up, release out of it, and then change it to the other side. Let's try to take a hold of the ankle so that you're very mindful of your knees and your hips, yeah? And then rotate it. Reach the arm up, and then start to bend it over to the side. Okay. Roll the navel and the heart up towards the sky. Good. Yeah, and gradually come up and release. Ooh. So now we're going to just rest back into an incline back bend. If you want to use the 2 blocks as we've done in the second trimester, you can. But if you would want to, use the bolster, you could also use the bolster and then put a block behind the bolster or a second pillow behind the bolster. So whatever, will feel good and restorative for you, that's what you do. So just make sure that the block is mid-back and you're resting your head back, and just find the level that feels good for your neck and your head. So this is a position that I feel Anjali has grown very, very much into. It just feels like it just fits. It's beautiful. I think this has become one of your best friends during the pregnancy. So adjust your legs so the legs can be extended like Anjali has them, but you can also bend both of your legs with the soles of your feet together. You can also place blocks or pillows behind your knees to give your legs some support. And feel free to play around with your arm position too. So just close your eyes and close your mouth. Try to soften your lips, soften your eyes. Just stay with your breath. Just let your breath be natural. Just allow what you have worked on in this practice to come together in whichever way it needs to or has to or wants to. Just allow yourself to sink deeper into the earth, into whatever is supporting you. Remind yourself of your intention. Remind yourself of why you are practicing yoga. Just notice and tune in to how you feel at this moment. Just allow your breath to nurture. Good, of course, feel free to stay longer if you want to stay longer there at home. If you're ready to come out of it, just start to deepen your breath a bit and wiggle your toes and your fingers. And you can just gradually work your legs a little bit closer together and just roll over to your side to come out of it. And just stay on your side for a little bit there. Just let your spine adjust, let the belly adjust, let your mind adjust. And then press with the top arm to gradually come up and return back into the easy seat. That's Sukhasana, either cross-legged with your legs or the hero pose, the Virasana, the way that we started in this practice. But know that you can use whichever one suits you, and that might change on a daily basis. Good, so find your namaste. I hope you feel supported. I hope you feel nourished. I hope you feel strong and flexible and enduring. I hope that this practice gave you what you are in need of at this moment. Draw your chin into your chest. Namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And thank you, Anjali, so much. It's been a pleasure. Bye.